Hi, welcome back. This is week 27. In this video, I'd like to talk about our progress as our startup and also the difference about directors and shareholders. If you don't know much about the difference between directors and shareholders, that might cost you your startup. So stick around to the very end. Okay, so let's go on with the video. Hi, my name is Hiroki Kuro. I am a serial entrepreneur. I've done startups in Japan, such as Lokondo, which is one of the largest e-commerce companies in Japan, and also Marybiz, which is an outsourced service powered by moms. I'm currently working on my third startup with a team of 4 in Vancouver, British Columbia, to ambitiously create a unicorn startup while documenting the whole process. If you're new to this channel and you're interested in startups or thinking of starting your own startup, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and we can spread this information to all the startups and all the people who want to start their startups. To begin with, today I'm wearing a orange t-shirt. Today is September 30th. September 30th is a very important day in Canada. It's National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. For those who follow the news, there has been very sad news around the early days of Canada. This day is to remember the children who were lost through the residential schools and to never forget about that sad history. We are here for this day to create an inclusive society so such a thing would never happen again. It's still sad to me as a father of 2 kids that something like that the residential schools had pretty much massacred the innocent childs of the indigenous. The orange t-shirt is a symbol of this day. It represents a young girl who wore an orange t-shirt to the residential school but was taking her orange shirt off and was humiliated, which leads to the injustice treatment to the indigenous community back on that era. This week has been a very busy, and I want to talk about the difference of shareholders and directors because there's lots of things going on with my company and maybe this is related to that. So first things first, I'd like to talk the progress of our startup. Currently we're in research of understanding how the RFP process goes. We've gone on to BC Bid to actually first-handedly understand how the bidding process goes. We searched through the list of opportunities to find something that we can actually apply for. So this was an interesting experience. Going through all the opportunities which were listed on BC Bid, we found that although it was accumulated on this one platform, all the cities of British Columbia, but usually they would direct you to their original bidding platform. They'll redirect to that city or that organization's bidding platform. Each bidding platform, you would need to create an account to log in to actually see the details of what the requirement would be. We found some solutions related to these bidding websites, these tender websites. Some of the web services we came about were Bonfire, Merix, Civic Plus, Bids and Tenders, and Vendor Purchasing. So those were the 5 that we came about. I'm sure there's more, and there's probably some originally developed website as well. So Bonfire was very useful because a lot of organizations use that. So we just need to create one account and just needed to understand the URL of that organization. So we didn't have to make multiple accounts for that. And their UI was relatively easy to understand, so we appreciate their work. But still, this is more on the organization side. How they would list their opportunities was just all over the place. We scraped the opportunities listed on the BC Bid website and we downloaded 1,300 or so opportunities. But when we were trying to categorize that, it was just all scattered. Some would say systems, some would say medical systems. The categories, like, you couldn't really categorize them properly. I think we ended up with 100 or so more categories. It was just scattered all over the place. And the format of the RFP would be different from organization to organization as well. You wouldn't really know in which document you would find the actual requirements or mandatory conditions that you would have to meet. I was originally looking for easy projects, easy opportunities that we could apply to. So looking, okay, there was one around office furniture. So okay, we can buy office furniture. Let's see what the requirement is. And going down the whole 300 pages, you'd find that the opportunity required to have an architect in your organization. Okay, we don't have that, so we're done. But you would have to spend 30 minutes or so reading through all the documents till you understand that, which is a complete waste of time. I had an interview with a person who was working in waterworks as a consultant, so they would work with the organization, the government, and also work as an independent consultant for other companies as well. He had experienced both the receiving side and the submitting side. He explained why these formats were so variously in format. He said that it had to do with the process of that organization. It would make sense for all the organizations to come together and agree in a process and a format, but he said that so much politics were involved and so many stakeholders involved that seemed to be very difficult. Therefore, the format and process was different. For something just supplying copy paper for printers in an office, whereas like building a huge facility for the government, those projects will be vastly different. Therefore, the requirements and the scanning process would be different as well. So due to that, what is written on these RFPs and how they format that is different. Glad to know about that. So currently our hunch is there's a lot of pain related to submitting and preparing the proposal for opportunities, but we see even before that, there seems to be a lot of pain trying to find the right opportunity. And when we say find the right opportunity, is to find something that you can apply and have a relatively high likelihood of getting the project. So if you're new to writing proposals or applying for government projects, you have no clue what your percentage of winning this opportunity is. So you will be very hesitant. You might spend like hours and hours of work leading up to absolutely nothing. If you have that risk, you'll be more hesitant to apply. Whereas if you would be given information to ensure that with your experience, with the skills you have, the likelihood of winning this opportunity is high, you'll be likely to actually work upon the opportunity and work and start drafting the proposal. So we're working on that hypothesis and see if that is true. We'll be talking to companies who have considered to apply to these opportunities but haven't, and see what has kept them away from doing so. That's our progress for this week. Okay, so that's it with this week. Thank you for watching the video to the very end. I'll try to catch up with the video production pace so I can release each video around Sunday every week. So please bear with me, and I'm really sorry that I had to delay the upload. I'm trying to catch up. Please subscribe, please like this video if you're interested in startups and interested in this sort of contents. And also if you want to keep up with how our startup is doing, please subscribe. Please press that notification button so that you won't miss videos going forward. And yeah, that's it. Hope to see you next week. Bye.